welcome back to another episode of TubeTalk.
Thank you, Katie. After a very successful week.
So let's get into it. So last week we had 3 winners and 4 place getters, and we're going to talk about the winners.
Yes.
So first win was Stardome on Tuesday.
And we went through the weekend, and we were getting second. We just nailed it Mooney Valley on Friday night, and then third on Saturday. Then Rock Online charged home, and Sir Pippin was blocked and couldn't get out and beaten his length. I just thought it's just one of those weekends where everything is running well but unlucky. And then Tuesday rolled around, and Stardome won at Kembla Grange. And carried a big weight, got up in the last stride, but certainly showed he's looking for more ground and just taking a long time to wind up the big weight. But second up, really good win, and he looks in for a good campaign. Goes back to Canterbury night meeting next, over 1900 metres.
Awesome. Then we had Remuera at Eagle Farm.
Yeah, really tough win. She was stepping up from 1350 metres to 1845. It's like 500 metres. And she did travel a bit strong outside the leader, travelled a bit too strong. But so usually when horses do that, they'll fade. But she fought off all challenges in the straight to win. So she's got a really bright future over ground. It was very exciting to see.
Then we had Rip 'Em Up at Avondale on Wednesday.
Great to see her break through, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, she was well deserving. Again, second up, sat back last, came through them, held up, got off backs, dashed, got up in the line, won the Pearl bonus as well for the owners, which is great. Still doing a few little things wrong, but will now step up to a mile. And now she's had that win and got that confidence, I think we'll really see her blossom. So 3 wins in 2 days is wonderful.
Now it's time to get into this week. So on Saturday at Te Rapa in race 7 we have 2 runners. Raposa Rapida, who we'll talk about first, and Toy Sauce.
Okay, so Raposa Rapida, third up, was ridden a little bit upside down last start by leading. He's not normally a leader. And he kicked really strongly Ellerslie, and ran 5th. It was a really good run. He's a little bit more fit, a little bit sharper. Chelsea Burden Rides claims 3 kilos. Nice draw. He should be handy with cover somewhere. And he is ready to improve on his last run, and he's a good each way chance. And I think they've opened him up at like $19.
Wow.
Over the odds.
Then also Pull Your Socks Up.
Very impressive winner last start. Great ride by Sam Spratt. Got it from barrier 11 onto the rails, hooked out. Clearly the best horse of the day. Very good win. Steps up in grade, which is never tough, but she's got barrier 2. Sam Spratt rides again. Got to be another good each way chance. 2 horses in the race, both very good chances.
Excellent. Then at Riccarton on Saturday in race 8 we also have another 2 runners, Running Man and Titanium Jack.
So Running Man fresh up for Andrew Carston in South Island. Hasn't got a lot of form on the board, but he's got barrier 1. He's got Cosy Asano on board claiming 3 kilos. He should sit pretty handy. And I think his track work's been good. So, we obviously need to see how he is going to translate that track work into race day form, but I'd like to think he can run pretty well.
Cool. Then we have Titanium Jack.
Titanium Jack needs a hard track, which he should get. He likes to be left alone early in the run, and he's got barrier 12, so he'll get back and just be left alone. And with those conditions, he can come with a weak sail. Loves Riccarton, likes it hard. He's a kind of horse, he's a funny horse. When he decides to win or run well, he's very impressive. And when he doesn't decide that, he's not. But at 50 to 1, you've got to have some money on him because his work's been really good. And if the track's hard and he's on his game, he can win the race. Even at 50 to 1, he's a real blowout chance.
Cool. Then finally on Saturday at Doomben in Brisbane, in race 3 we have Oberlos.
So Oberlos, much better run last start. We rode him cold, got back last, had a lot of ground to make up, weaved through them and dashed home for 4th. He runs 1,600 metres on Saturday. He has a better barrier draw, so he'll get back, but he shouldn't be as far back as last time. Should settle well, and he should really attack the line. So There's a $1.60 shot in the race, so obviously a very short price favourite. I think he's about fourth favourite at $9.50, but I can certainly see him running in the first three. This new pattern that we're developing with him, it will stand him in good stead for the future, getting back and hitting the line hard.
Then in race 7, also at Doomben, we have Alward.
Alward's in superb form. Third last start over 1,800 metres, was a touch short from the barrier draw. He got back and he charged at the line. Goes up to 2,000 metres, which I think is his best distance. Has barrier 2, should be able to settle much handier. And he's a very good winning chance. Very good each way chance. I think it's $6.50. Yeah.
Awesome. And now it's time for Bet of the Week. So this week, our Bet of the Week is at Te Rapa in race 2, number 4, Scorps.
So Scorps is a horse that I know that they had big plans for. They thought he was a 2000 Guineas horse, so he didn't quite get there. And his form looks fairly moderate, but his last start was very good. He really hit the line hard. He goes to a mile against his own age group at Te Rapa, which I think suits him down to the ground. Has a better barrier draw. I think he's got barrier 7. He should be able to settle a little bit closer. Mile looks like it suits. And I think he's a super each way chance, probably a nice odds.
Awesome. Well, that wraps up TubeTalk for this week.
It does. I hope everybody did well on their Melbourne Cup bets.
Yes.
And we've got a couple of shares left in a European stayer. So lots of people have been in touch. And if you're interested in being involved, now's the time to contact me.
Yes. Okay. Thank you.
See you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Montreux, Miss Rainman, Jewel Heights. Nero's in front, 300 metres left to go. The margin is a neck on Devious. Out wider is Final Savings. Out wider again is Alonso. Devious has now made the lead. The margin is a neck on Final Savings. Then came Alonso and Titanium Jack comes at them late. Alonso hit the top, but not for long. Titanium Jack too good.